it's all about recruiting. That's the same thing as that's the same thing as basketball. LeBron James aligned himself to everybody at the same time. A lot of people is coming to him because of recruiting. This is computerized, and you could choose any color you want.
Yeah, so hello everyone. We are again here in another edition of the Locker Room Talk Show, and we're here with our guest from the East Coast, Val Dojillo, and with me are Noel Pascual and Arthur De La Rosa. So, welcome Val to our show.
Hi, Val.
Welcome, Val.
Hello, thank
I
you
guess
so much,
Noel
guys.
would, yeah, thank you very much too. So I guess Noel would really fire the first question.
Oh, yes. So I just kind of wanted to kind of tell everybody here in the audience how we kind of got connected. So I think it was around last year, and
Right.
it was about the tournament, the alumni tournament here for San Beda, and because I was the former sports director, and actually Art was the president at that time. And so I think you contacted me trying to see if you, I think you also wanted to play on the team, right? To play the tournament with, I think you mentioned Ato Morano, your
Yeah,
friend?
Tom Morano is my friend. He's down in Maryland right now.
Oh, okay.
But he's been playing here in New York when it comes to intercity basketball.
Uh-huh.
I think we get a chance to train with him when he was here. There was a 35 and up league, interstate, between Canada and the whole East Coast team. So,
So can you tell us how you got to know Ato and the
well, I thought it was started here like probably. For what I remember, I think a decade ago. We came from California, and we got to meet up one time in one of the local league here in New York, with the Briarwood, the FIBNA, the Filipino basketball organization, one of the top Filipino organization here in New York. Which we started the league there, and we saw a toe on the green shirt. I think they have the green team. I don't know what's the title of the team, but he was really down there and playing against us. And Rick Marata was on the other side of the team too. So it kind of like started here in New York 20 years ago.
Oh,
So
okay.
we've been playing a lot of basketball, and we played open and amateur leagues here in New York, and that's all it started here in East Coast. And one of the top league here is in Jersey City. So pretty much I started in Jersey City, and the whole East Coast blow up with basketball organization. And I think New Jersey was really the top place to play with when it comes to East Coast basketball league, Filipino basketball league.
Yeah, so so the three of us here are actually also from San Beda, like Ato, and actually
Oh wow!
Mike actually played with Ato like pickup games, right, Mike, in the
Yeah,
Philippines?
pickup games during the
Oh, wow!
early '80s, late '80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ato is really my idol when he was in Pampanga Dragons or Pangasinan.
Uh-huh.
So
Yes.
back in the days, I was in I live down the block in Vido Cruz, right on top, behind the Sal's school, and I get to know Ato right there. But since he's a star, so I couldn't reach him, but I can only watch him.
Uh-huh.
But little did I know, here in New York, we got to meet up and play with him, and it's really tough when it comes to coaching. And I really admire Ato, and until now we're still a friend. We're really friends right here, and we always call each other. And yeah.
And then I remember you also mentioned there's some San Sebastian there
Yeah,
players.
that was Joel Boliosa and
Okay.
Eric Cayetano. I don't know. I think Eric did play with you guys last few years ago, and I don't know if it's in Vegas or
Ah,
still in
okay, the
California, but
tournament.
he got
Yeah,
the
they
chance to.
also had a inter school tournament in Las Vegas as well. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah, it's very
absolutely. And Eric was there. Eric Caetano is one of our partners here in Phenom. And,
mm,
it all started here when I text Kuya Noel.
well,
Uh, uh, that was last year, right? That was
Yes.
last year.
mhm.
And Phenom was like almost a year here, but we sold like 200 sets last year.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, and we
Mm.
could definitely help the Filipino community basketball league in any stage. And uh, last time we did a successful Phenom League here with all the basketball organization here in East Coast, and I think Jacques Chu, one of our CEO in Philippines, came here in Barclays Center and to do that Filipino Heritage Night. That was a basketball game against I think that's Washington Wizard and I don't know if it's LA Lakers, but I forgot. I
Oh,
really
okay.
forgot, but that
Yeah,
was last year though.
yeah. Actually, I actually saw that. So you were wearing a uniform. It says FABLL,
Yeah, that's
Philippine Basketball League or something.
yeah, that's a family that Ronnie Ocampos is one of the top leader here in that organization in Long Island, not in the city, not in Queens, but it's in suburbs down to from I think it's 45 minutes from New York. It's uh, it's one of the top. Was this place in Long Island, which they already established that basketball league. I think I think 10 years ago, and
Oh,
it's growing. It's growing. He's really growing. He's really good. He's a real nice person. He's a great coach also, and he's a great organizer. Hmm.
so how did you get involved with Phenom?
So it all started with my daughter. My daughter is a swim varsity, and right now she's 11 years old. I actually we missed that event this year. She had like 9 events in the Junior Olympics. And one day, Carl Ang, I will introduce Carl Ang someday with you guys. But Carl Ang is Jack Stewart's best friend, and he's the president of Phenom Sportswear International here in New York. And it all started when he came by and he said, Val, definitely need your help. I know you have a lot of plates in your hands, and I'm just here to sponsor your daughter. And he sponsored my daughter for like 10 grand,
Oh
the
wow,
whole team.
Mm.
The
that's
whole
cool.
team, he had a hoodie, he
Uh-huh.
had the shirt. You could see it on my daughter's shirt. That's a Phenom shirt. It's a full sublimation printing. So it's all. I think all the manufacturer here, even in Philippines, is all about full sublimation
Yeah.
printing, and
Uh-huh.
that's the new trend right now. When it comes to sportswear, right? And you could see Phenom is growing worldwide. I did close a small account in Canada, like somewhere in Yukon, Canada, the other day, because
Mm,
one of
Mhm.
my hometown friend was there, and they built up also a basketball organization there. So we're reaching remotely, even the remote place somewhere in Alaska, because or somewhere in Canada, but the Yukon, Canada is like 2 hours away from Muskogee, Alaska, which is
mm.
too
Oh wow.
far.
Yeah,
But
that's
can you
on the
even
west
that,
side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all the way down. Like I know you guys
Wow.
from California, right? But
Yeah, yeah.
definitely you could reach out even in Alaska and Vancouver.
Uh-huh.
But this town is Yukon, Whitehorse, Canada.
Yeah.
It's a really remote place, but
Mm,
I could say there's a lot of basketball game. And one time, one day I could show you guys a picture of that
Mhm.
organization also in Canada. And
Oh,
they said that they also play in Vancouver or somewhere in I don't know West Coast or whatever
yeah,
for
Vancouver is on the
invitation
west
league.
side. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
So
So
is Phenom is their headquarters in the Philippines?
yeah, in Binondo.
Oh, in Binondo.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
And like
you
who are
could see
the
my
like?
shirt. You know,
Oh, let me see.
yeah, we had
Oh, PBA. There
we
it
had the
is.
Reno Shine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
great, great.
so
Okay.
that's our first account. We closed them last year, I guess. Last year,
Mm.
you
So
know,
you guys do the uniforms for the PBA?
the PBA Reno Shine. You could see their uniform.
Oh wow.
There's a
Yeah.
Phenom.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The logo.
What's this
Yeah.
logo?
Uh-huh.
And also, I think LaSalle. We got LaSalle this
Oh,
year.
you got Nassau. Okay.
So
College. Yeah.
it was crazy. We
Yeah.
were supposed to sell a lot of sport jerseys here.
So so you guys do wherever you guys can ship. So you said Yukon, as long as you can ship them there
Yeah.
from the
Yeah,
Philippines.
we got DHL.
You ship anywhere.
We got yeah, we ship anywhere. I even have account in Dubai. And
Oh.
Dubai is really top place, but you know, when it comes to sales, I'm financial, you know, broker by profession, so I
Okay.
train a lot of agents. But in this field alone, like you know, when it comes to financial services, that's I train a lot of agents,
Yeah.
and but this is different. This is different. If I mean, jerseys are different. But still, we're able to connect with a lot of people over here. Even if you guys, you know, you need something, I can always help
Yeah.
out with you guys. And one day I told Carl that, hey, Carl, I think Kuya Noel could, you know, ask some sponsorship, and we could, you know, one day advertise Phenom right there on those teams. But I never got chance to get back with you.
Yeah, I know. And then, the other thing too is kasi the other thing too is when you contacted me, San Sebastian had that year. If
They were
it
the
was
host.
a year earlier, kasi we had the year earlier, and Art was the president, I was the sports director. Oh, we would have
Yeah. I got We would have ordered
like
them
easy.
for
But it's okay, Kuya. You know, for
But
me, it's all about advertising. You know, we just want to help a lot of people, and from there, you know, sales will come. You know, you
But
know.
don't
Well,
worry.
maybe like this year we didn't have one because of COVID, but maybe next year or the year after, if you
Yeah,
guys
most likely, yeah.
bring Ato here, you play with us.
Absolutely.
And,
We did.
all
We did.
the league. So
Absolutely, we did. Before COVID, we had. I think that was December. We had a league here. It's we sponsored the whole AU team, high school. I think it's probably eight teams.
oh wow.
We sponsor all the uniforms. Top high school prospect here in my area, because Astoria is a very unique place also, and I didn't know that this coach Milan also managed AU team, and I think a few years back they used to compete in West Coast
Oh okay.
with the Compton Magic.
Oh, Compton Magic. That's where Onyeka.
Really good, but
played.
I didn't know that he was competing against them. And I didn't know this guy is also. It started with my daughter's, you know, was swimming in that pool, and across the pool is the basketball court. But we used to play there. But before that, I didn't know that he was coaching the AU team. So it all started there, and we took over the basketball court, and we got to a chance to put a league there and form an amateur league here in Astoria. But little did I know that Coach CP Milon was the son of doctor of the New York Knicks, right? The hand surgery.
Oh.
So it all started that, you know, he was looking for players. So I was recruiting Filipino players.
Oh, okay.
They're like 14, 15 years old. And I told him, Coach, you know, is it okay that I could, you know, hire some basketball players, like Filipino basketball. They're really good. It's like, man, don't worry, Val. I don't care about the skin. As long as they can shoot or dribble, I can train them, and it's free. Can you imagine? It's free.
Wow.
So I told all those guys in the Filipino community, and they were really happy. But when COVID came,
Yeah.
wala na.
Everybody,
So,
everything's on pause right now. So, actually, speaking about sponsors, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Top Digital Studio. It's a digital creative marketing agency. Just go to topdigitalstudio.com to learn more about how video creatives are done right. And you can watch episodes of this show every Friday at 4 p.m. at mybalits.com. And if you, of course, you can please show us some love by clicking that subscribe button at the bottom of the page. It will be much appreciated. So, well, which came first? Basketball love, and then it evolved into the business, or Catch 21? So, Catch 22. I mean, which came first?
We've been playing basketball here, and jersey. We always order jersey in Philippines, right? So when it comes to jersey, we're kind of like designing all those stuff. But when Carl came in and present Phenom from us here in the East Coast, I didn't overpromise Carl. I just said, Carl, I have a lot of things in my hand, and I'm running my daughter's swim team here at the same time. We're playing basketball, right? But Carl doesn't know anyone here in New York that time, and I know he's my friend. I didn't know that Phenom is already amazing in Philippines. And when they tapped me, they wanna go worldwide, and that's all it started last 2 years ago, and from there, the love of basketball is just amazing because everybody got a nice uniform. You
Yeah,
see
of
our
course,
uniform is getting upgraded to.
Yeah.
It's like the same as cell phone, right? When you have BlackBerry, now you get what? You got iPhone 11 or an iPhone 12. So that's the same thing as any other businesses or any other sports, right? You got to recreate, rebuild or readapt or recruiting. So that's the same thing as any business. But the level of basketball is really number one for me. I've been
And
playing.
you know how Filipinos are, right? You gotta look good. Doesn't matter how you play, as long as
So, do you plan to expand into other sports like football?
Absolutely, yeah. We have some baseball here, and I have a volleyball here who guys are ordering with us. Even in
Okay.
even the shooting shirts, like people who does sports shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Oh, yeah,
some.
that's
I
right,
have
yeah.
some.
Oh,
I can
alright.
show you some uniforms, but I
Yeah.
couldn't really show you something. But someday you will see our. But you can always check out our website or Facebook
Yeah.
or Instagram.
Just a quick question though. Like, what's the turnaround like? Let's say we give you the final design right now. How fast can we get it here? Let's say in California.
Well, usually it says 2 to 3 weeks, but if it's expedited or whatever, we could do it for a week or so.
A week?
So,
So,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. it's
We
pretty
got
good.
some special, courier that
All right.
okay.
we don't want to
Oh,
mention,
special.
but
yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah,
that.
of course.
when you say about
Of course.
Philippine Airlines, they're
Uh-huh.
they're top of the game, and Jax is very friends with Lucio Tan, and I don't know, it's just the hookup itself.
Yeah.
You can always call, and the FA is right there. You just
Yeah.
pick it up and stuff like
Oh,
that. But
wow.
we don't deal with
Oh, wow.
DHL or FedEx. If it's expedited, then we could do it
Mhm.
for like 24 to 48 hours.
Wow.
Wow, that fast.
That's
Oh.
fast.
So, yeah, any
All
goods,
Service
anything
deluxe.
you wanted service, then we deal with shipping, because that's
Yeah.
what's the beauty with Phenom is that's the beauty of getting a problem with shipping, right?
Mhm.
Shipping cost.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Right.
And the way we offer uniforms is all inclusive. You know,
Mhm.
when you buy the jersey from us, you don't have to worry about your shipping,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Shipping
All
is
right.
free,
Oh wow.
but it's included on the price.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you know, the price itself
Yeah, of course.
is
Of course.
competitive,
Mhm.
but of course, by the end of the day, it's all about closing those deals, right?
Yeah,
So
that's right.
Mhm.
yeah.
So do you guys,
I'm
because you
sure.
mentioned your daughter is a swimmer, do you guys also do swimming outfits
Yeah,
or?
right now she has a parka, you know that thing, like the hoodie
Yeah,
or
yeah,
stuff in the winter time.
okay.
She has a parka that Phenom manufactured a few months ago. It's supposed to be on her Junior Olympics, but we didn't make it. And I think Carl is gonna ship out those apparel this coming week, and we
About the
have that.
actual uniform or the, I guess the swimming suits?
The swimming suit, yeah, we're trying to get to align with a lot of competitors here, like
Okay.
Nike, Reebok. What is that? The other one,
I think Speedo is usually
the
good with.
Speedo is really good.
Yeah.
So I kind of like getting that texture of Speedo and
Mhm.
send it to Binondo.
Mhm.
You know,
So,
that's the name
so
of
the
the game.
Binondo, so the Binondo area is actually your R&D, the research and development.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
but
that reminds me. I actually have. I think Mike, is he your batchmate? Dimapilis. He's his. I think he's out of New
Dennis?
York, and he has Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's out of New York, and his daughter also swims. Right?
looks like familiar to me. The last
The
name.
last name sound familiar?
Yeah, I think there's a kid. I don't know how old is her or his daughter.
I think
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
like maybe 9, 10, 11, something like that.
My daughter is 11. He just turned 11.
Oh, okay.
But she was like a top prospect here when it comes to 10 years old. Like the whole New York state. It's like probably top 10. Top 10.
So you're also from San Beda, right?
No, I'm not from San Beda.
Oh, you're not. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it's from San Beda. I hope I'm.
okay.
I
Because I
graduated.
remember last year you were saying Ato would play with us, so I thought you were gonna play too.
Yeah, I wish.
Okay.
I could play with you guys, but I know that you guys are top players in the university in Philippines. I grew up in Bacolod City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we've been playing. I think my colleagues are. I played with those guys. Plays Negros Basketball League over there in Bacolod.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the likes of Hognatan and Ferios. You know, they're the players of Negros Laces, but they actually play with us in inter-towns and inter-universities, you know. I mean, I didn't play with LaSalle or I didn't play with, but I play with my alma mater. It's a Maritime Academy in Bacolod City.
Oh, okay.
That's where my my idol, Rudy Distrito. He's
Mm.
our,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's where you're
yeah,
from.
he's our varsity there.
Yeah.
But he's way ahead than me, so he's my idol when it comes to playing basketball. It's all about defense, right?
Yeah.
Physical.
Yeah.
And I'm also coaching here in one of our leagues here in the city. So, you know,
Is it junior? Like how old are the? Is it you're coaching kids or adults?
yeah, we do a lot of coaching clinics too. And Ato really built those things, you know, over here in New York before he went to Maryland. But I don't know. I think he's coming back here in New York someday, or when it gets cleared up with COVID, and I guess he's coming back here and to teach basketball again.
Yeah.
Well, since you're in New York, right? I kind of wanted to ask you. We were having this conversation, the three of us, about 2 weeks ago. The Nets. So, what do you think about the Nets? with KD, Kyrie,
Oh my God,
the new
they're
coach.
like a super team now. I mean,
Mhm.
East Coast is back. I mean, the
Yeah,
New York Knicks fan, but
yeah.
Yeah.
I can
The
deal with
Mecca
Nick.
is back.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The Mecca is back in Brooklyn.
yeah.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so just for full disclosure, you have two Laker fans here and one Golden State. So
I hear you, man. You guys are super teams, and yeah, LeBron James is amazing player. I mean, he's
no,
always amazing.
but we were talking about the Nets and the Bucks are probably like the top two teams now in the East
East Coast,
because
yeah.
of KD and Kyrie. Obviously, they still have to perform, but on paper they look pretty good.
Well, they look pretty good, but the thing is, it's all about conditioning, right? And you know, uh, the training camp. By the end of the day, you gotta be healthy.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can't just compete in this game anymore. Because right now. How many games they're gonna have right now? I don't know.
They're supposed to
Just
play
72 games.
72, but because
72.
it might be less, right?
My bad last, right? And plus the playoffs. By the end of the day, it was gonna, emerge on the playoffs. Just like any other team over here, I mean, they're super teams, but by the end of the day, it's all about the hard work. And just like LeBron, I admire him. He really works hard for his team. And it's all about recruiting. That's the same thing as my business also in finance is all about
Yeah.
recruiting. I was recruiting a lot of realtors and brokers and align with them. So that's the same thing as basketball. LeBron James aligned himself to everybody at the same time. A lot of people is coming to him because of recruiting. So, recruiting never stopped in basketball and any other business. And even in my uh, uh, in our business here with Phenom and any places, all walks of life. Recruiting is really the key.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that with LeBron. I think his Clutch Sports, the agency, he's really close to the his agent, and it seems like his agent, because their closeness, they're able to attract players to come to the Lakers.
yeah, that's the greatest pick is Davis. I
Mhm.
I already have some premonition a few years back that I know Davis is coming in LA with LeBron. So it was a great partnership, and that's
Mhm.
business too. That's business. Hmm.
Uh, going back to your league, Val, in Jersey and in New York or in the East Coast, how is it structured? Does it have an age group, or is just everything is open?
uh, the way it's structured here in East Coast is by level. Age.
Mm-hmm.
There's open league. There's amateur league. So there's open league that is all American or
Mm-hmm.
all Filipino, or they got
Mm-hmm.
two imports. Um, I guess when Ato was here, it's open, all Filipino. But
Mm-hmm.
there's one league also that they're doing all American, and I think that's the
Mm-hmm.
Park Boys League, and I think it's almost like 40 teams, in that league.
Oh.
My league alone here, when COVID came, I had like I started with amateur league, and probably when COVID uh, came in, before COVID, we had like 15 teams already over here in
Mm-hmm.
Astoria alone. In
Oh,
15.
Jersey, yeah, 15,
Ah.
and probably that's only amateur. And people are like asking me, "Oh, you know what, Val? Can you put more teams or whatever, an open league or whatever?" But in Jersey, my friend Anthony Parenas, we got him also in the Phenom. He's a Phenom family.
Mm.
You got like probably 40, 50 teams, different levels. Crazy. Like this
So-
guy started, we've been teammates for like almost, we were teammates last 20 years ago. We were like in 20s. But this guy, I didn't even know that he will build a big organization in Jersey City.
Mhm.
So
And
are the divisions? Is there also height? Are there any height divisions like
there's a six,
500?
yeah, there's a 6 feet under, there's a 5'11" under. There's a lot of stuff. You know, there's a like 6'2" and under, 6 feet under, 18 under. There's a lot of stuff. Like
Oh, a lot of categories, huh?
a lot of categories here in New York and Jersey's. But Jersey is the biggest league here. Biggest league, like 40 to 50 teams. There's an All-American League. There's two imports league,
Mhm.
all Filipino, amateur, 6 feet under, 5'11" under, whatever you want, you know. So a lot of players playing like in different leagues.
Yeah.
It's like basketball here is crazy. In East Coast, it's getting crazy. I don't know with LA, but I want to see LA someday, and maybe Phenom could be, you know, could create a little ripple in you guys. And,
Yeah.
you know, we definitely could sponsor you guys in that league one day, just to showcase,
Yeah.
showcase our jersey, and definitely
Yeah.
Carl will help me. And you know, it started with me though, and we sold like 200,000 sets like last year, 200,000 sets.
Wow.
The whole intercity league, like almost 60%, 70%, not even 100% yet. All of them are Phenom.
Wow. That's great.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
So I want to do that in West Coast too, Kuya.
Yeah.
Next year, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But before we ended here, I think I have some couple of jerseys. You know, I could send it to you, Kuya Noel.
Oh,
I
nice.
think I could give
Yeah,
you the Bulls. This one,
Oh, is that Michael
Wow.
Jordan?
the Last Dance
Wow.
jersey.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's your size, but you could text it to me. Kuya.
Okay, yeah, sure. That'll be
Nice.
It
nice.
is.
Wow.
Wow.
That
This is
so
from
cool.
Phenom.
Wow. So Phenom made that.
Phenom
That
made,
is awesome.
made this, and
Wow.
we kind of selling this in the middle of COVID, and
Oh,
I got a lot of orders, you know,
nice.
and these are
Can you walk us? Can you walk us through about the technology, the latest technology now that is being developed on how to manufacture those jerseys? What type of printing?
see the thing is the difference between Phenom and some of those competition, right? I know there's a lot of machines, and really Jack Stewart, as our CEO, really finds a better machine just to manufacture this full sublimation printing. It's computerized,
Uh-huh.
but it's not only, it's just this is computerized, and you could choose any color you want, you know, any color
cool.
in the same price.
Mm.
If you want 100 colors, it's up to you.
Yeah.
But
Oh, wow.
No, okay.
because before, if you choose like how many colors, you gotta
Yeah.
pay.
1, 2. Yeah.
It's
that's
color, right?
Yeah.
But now you don't have to. You just choose your color, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Because
You know?
before the old school type, like they
Yeah.
use the silk screen. So
Still screen.
so
So
they have
you
to,
had choose.
one color. If you do 2 colors, you have to like, charge more because they have to keep color.
Right. Like this one is silk screen, so it's different.
Yeah.
Because this one is like the shirt for our Ross,
yeah.
for Rain or Shine,
Yeah.
but we made it customized for them.
Yeah.
And we also sell these shirts, you know.
What size is that Bulls jersey that you were showing us?
This one is this is medium.
That's
because
my
it's all
size.
about American size.
Oh, wait,
Video.
Earth can be lucky, you know?
Yeah, Noel, I think you're extra large, right? Yeah, Noel.
Yes, I'm
You're
extra
tall.
large. Yes, yes.
Yeah, you're
But
extra
I
large.
think I might be double extra large now. No, this is
Two XL. Yeah, well, I got some 2XL here.
no, I'm XL. No, I'm just kidding. I'm XL.
Yeah.
Wait, it's
The
American
sizes
size,
itself,
right?
you don't. Yeah, it's all
Okay,
American
but if
sizes
it's
here.
Filipino side, then I'm triple X.
So the way when you say about large or extra large here, it's already 2XL in Philippines, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
The way we call it.
I'm triple
Right.
X.
Yeah.
Not the movie now, okay? Not the movie. Triple X.
The way we call it here, that the 2XL is really big.
Yeah.
It's really big. But
What about Mike? XS?
Extra small.
makes it small.
No, he's large,
Extra
kid
small.
size.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
I
I'm
think
large
it's
kid
one of
size.
your players there played with the top, and we're friends. Who's that?
Wait, are you talking about Ogie Menor? Ogie?
No, the other guy.
James Hudencial?
James Udencio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hudencial. Okay.
So when Ato moved to Maryland,
Uh-huh.
James Udencio worked with Ato right there. And
Okay.
what's this? We have a friend that he owns a fabrication, a granite fabrication,
Uh-huh.
and he usually sponsor Ato and the whole guys.
Oh,
We
okay.
took a lot of championship there in Maryland because we kind of like recruiting a lot of guys from New York players like Joel Boyosep and Bastet. And was this Eric Caetano? They're all coming there, and
Well,
play with.
we have a veteran player there in New York. His name is Jet Dejano. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I know Jet. We've been playing for.
Yeah. Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
He came out here. He plays with us. How about Maui? You know Maui from Maui Decena?
Yeah, Maui Decina.
Yeah.
I know her. I know her.
Okay.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
But Jet, I get to play with him for almost 15 years now.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
See,
Yeah. See, he
Very
comes
good.
out. He plays with us here every year for the last 2 years. He's been coming out and playing with us.
Right. Sometimes we
Maui-
play
Maui-
together. Sometimes we play against each
Yeah.
other. But
Yeah.
Jet is a really great player and it's really good, a great teammate. I think we took over the championship on the 35 and up last year with him in one of the intercity with Ato and him and the guys. I think we had a great game with him. I was playing coaching with them, so I get the chance to get the trophy from Ronnie Ocampo. That's Ronnie, the family league. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we get that. And I think that was a 2-day league. So there's a lot of leagues here, like 2-day leagues, 1-day league, all kinds of leagues here. A lot of organization. You're getting dizzy about playing basketball.
I think we also have another veteran basketball player. He's in Minnesota. We're trying to get him out here, but he hasn't come out. Gigi Castillo, I think is his name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about the plane ticket, coach. And a sponsor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
One day you say, you know what? Hey, just come here.
Yeah. Well, you know what they do is they use it as a vacation, right? So it's like, oh,
Yeah,
it's a
use
summer
it as
vacation.
vacation.
They'll bring their family,
Family.
and after they'll go around and
Right.
Their
Yo-Yo
kids
is here too. Yo-Yo Villiman is here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think
Yo-Yo.
Rick Marata was here, but unfortunately, he died from
Oh.
I think something inside his something internal. So it was a sad day from us. But he's a great guy. He's a great player.
Yeah.
But it was just sudden. About I think that was 10 years ago or whatever. But it was a while ago. But Rick, he's a fighter. You know, I got to meet this. I got a chance to meet this son also. He also got a cancer too, cancer survivor. It's really tough.
Oh.
Yeah, really tough. But we were playing down in Connecticut that time, you know. So there's a lot of league here in the tri-state area. Tri-state, when it comes to tri-state, it's New Jersey, Connecticut, and New York. So it's like a triangle. You know, I don't know in you guys there, but over here we call it the tri-state area.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the East Coast, the states are a lot smaller. The West Coast, they get bigger.
I think one of the guys from Boston, they want to do a Phenom one-day league there. So we're going there probably next year. They set it for January. I was like, man, that's too early.
Yeah.
So you could do your own Phenom league there, yeah. You know,
There you go. Well, you know,
you can do something.
Art and Mike are actually in this Beta and other organization, and they're actually thinking of doing that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You should, yeah, you should. And I could present that to Carl, and Carl will say, Carl is the president here from for Phenom, and he's really close with Jax. And the way we structure marketing is, you know, we just want to, you know, sponsor first and expose our materials, and from there, you know, we could help each other. It's easy.
Yeah, because I think the last tournament we had, there were like 8 teams.
Yeah,
and
that was you told me.
Yeah, it was going to be growing to like 10 before COVID hit. There was a potential to have like 10 schools. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were meeting. Yeah. So that would be
Yeah,
good.
there's potential.
Yeah.
A lot of potential.
So how about the leagues there, Kuya Noel?
Uh-huh.
The
So right
leagues in
now, right now there's not that many because of the COVID situation, and so what's kind of been happening is the people that have basketball leagues, they're kind of turning into golf tournaments, because you know how, because golf is allowed because it's, you know, it's not a contact sport, it's not a team sport per se. So we just had actually one of my friends, we were talking to him. He ran Pac Rim Sports, which is pretty big out here in LA, and now he's doing actually golf tournaments. But of course, when everything gets back to normal, he's gonna go.
Well, if these guys need some shirts, just let me know.
Yeah.
Because we also manufacture shirts for golf. We had a golf outing the other month in the middle of was this COVID.
Yeah.
These guys are crazy. Yeah, I know, you're right. Golf is really the thing right now because it's not really a contact sport, right?
Yes, exactly.
So they did a successful golf outing. There was a Phenom, and Coach Ron is probably golf outing.
Well, we have another guy that we're going to have a show and interview. He's doing also a golf one. He's doing alumni. So it's kind of like the NCAA UAP, instead of basketball, it's golf.
Yeah.
So they're wearing uniform. So that's also another avenue that we kind of approach. Now, what I wanted to ask you, since you mentioned like your daughter is in swimming, and then we talked about basketball. So there in New York, is there like a difference between, because obviously basketball is a contact sport, but swimming is not necessarily? Do they allow them to train, or?
No, there's no swimming at all here in New York. No.
Oh. Okay.
My daughter didn't get to practice, but on summertime, where you know, outside is hot, right? So we kind of like renting the pool, you know, the outside pool, and that's where they practice. But the one that inside our basketball court and the swimming pool inside the Boys and Girls Club, they won't open until, you know, it clears with the state, or I don't know. You know, this, you know, the governor won't allow us to do that, but never got a chance to train. And my daughter was, you know, she doesn't even gain weight, but right now, you know, it's kind of like, you know, getting into shape. So sometimes in a month she could practice like once in a week because we hardly couldn't find those pools that are open. Like the other week, I think my daughter went to the city in Manhattan. It's one of the Jewish pools. It's new buildings, but they have a nice pool, and they have to rent it out.
Yeah,
We have
okay.
to pay. We have to pay.
Oh. Now, can they practice? So obviously, if it's an Olympic-sized pool, it's probably the best. But can they also practice on, like, let's say, a regular pool, like a
Yeah,
family? Yeah. Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, my daughter. As long as there's a coach, and the coach will, uh, guide them, and it's pretty easy. Uh, 25 or 20 yards of that pool, you could turn into how many laps. So it will also depends on how you want to call it for your training for your kids when it comes to swimming. But the laps is very, very important. You
Uh-huh.
know, I think my daughter does like, I don't know, 100 laps a day before. So
100
Wow.
laps.
yeah,
Mhm.
he had like a fundraising event one day, and there's only one day, and she she took like probably 200 to 300 laps in
Wow.
just two
Wow.
hours.
Mhm.
That's crazy, I mean,
Those are like Olympic-sized laps. Wow.
man, clear when it comes to swimming, it's oh my god,
Mhm.
this my daughter works really hard every single day for 2 hours only. It's 5 to 7 p.m. And I run the leagues there too because I got some teams also on the other side. So by 7 o'clock, it comes on my court, and you know, um, I don't know. I was trying to get her to basketball, but she has already a lot of time, and as she already got tired of practicing. Swimming is just different sports, and I don't know. These kids are. I could see this coaches is crazy. You know, uh, they practice 7 days a week.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, Kuya. My daughter really works hard, man. It's like,
Yeah.
my God, and she's the best in butterfly.
Oh, wow. That's a tough
Those
one.
are yeah.
Tough, very tough.
Mhm.
And swimming really gets you tired because you're basically working every part of your body, basically.
Absolutely. You check
Yeah.
your time too. If you could check your beat sometimes, and you could reach that Olympic record, and you go against the top 1%. That's crazy.
So there in New York, I imagine for them to be able to train all year round, there must be a lot of like indoor type pools so they can train in the winter.
Right now, yeah,
Okay.
a lot of indoor swimming pool right now, and it's not open yet. But
Okay.
once it open, I guess everybody's because the league starts around November
Uh-huh.
in New York when it comes to swimming.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
It ends up to like somewhere on the springtime,
Mhm.
and they're gonna have a state championship right on Memorial Day, and this the
Oh, okay.
Black Heritage Day. It depends. It's all invitational. So my daughter is really busy around that time until winter. In springtime, I think that when the school close, then they get to take a break for like a month. But it's really up to you. If you want your daughter to have a camp, there's a special camp, and you gotta pay. So I'm just
Okay.
my daughter just fortunate enough to do it for free because she's one of the top kids on her team. So Astoria is really like a small place here in New York, in Queens. It's
Mhm.
kind of like the downtown of Queens because Astoria is really close to the city, like 5 stops away. So when you get
Oh,
there to my place, there's a lot of restaurant downstairs. You just buy food right there. You could eat. You could do whatever you
Convenient.
want.
Almost everything, huh?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty nice. Pretty close to everything. So I got a lot of visitors that you know, they were like, "Oh man, your place is like already a city," because you know, people who works in Manhattan, they actually lives here, and there's a lot of young professionals here. You know, family people goes to suburbs, but young professionals, like young families, they stay here in the city.
Yeah.
Mm.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Val, thank you
Yep.
for your time. In behalf of Noel, Art, and Top Digital Studio, our sponsor, we would like to thank you for your time. It was nice chatting with you. Yep.
Thank
Amen.
you, thank you, guys. Thank you.
Well,
That's
I
Val.
all.
hope
Thank you for
we'll
your
get
novel.
together next year.
Yeah.
Sure,
No, this
absolutely.
is
We're gonna make it big, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
We
we
just
gotta
gotta
do
do.
like what happened back in the Roaring Twenties, right? The Roaring Twenties happened because of the Spanish flu, so now we're gonna have the Roaring 2020s.
2020s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, well
So this
we'll
is
keep
the
in
Locker
touch.
Room Talk Show. Yep. And have a great day. Yep. We'll keep in
yeah, yeah.
touch.
You
Bye.
know, you guys need me
All right.
again. You know,
Bye.
let's
Yeah.
see you guys next time.
All right. Thank
Okay.
Keep
you.
in
All right.
touch.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye.
Thank you, Art. Thank you,
Thank you.
Michael. Thank you, Manuel.
Thank you, Val.
Take care,
Bye.
guys. Stay
All
safe
right.
and healthy. Thank you.